Welcome to Rascal Comedy. Hey, and I'm your host. It's me. It's Jack Mack. I know we didn't do a show last week because my dog died, and I was really upset, and I was crying. And unless you wanted to see me cry live, I decided that wasn't good entertainment.
How do you
because I don't. Well,
Yeah, I could laugh at you crying for an hour easily.
Yeah, same.
I'm a very ugly crier.
Yeah, I was kind of banking on that.
And there's a lot of sobbing, and then there's a lot of like just silence, and then back to. So now I know how John Wick feels. I can relate to that film a lot more. If you're new to Rascal Comedy, this show is a lot like the Rose of Tralee and traditional stand-up comedy, where I talk to the comedians before they perform, because I feel like I want to know stuff about them. There's nothing worse than, do you remember live shows when you used to go and like comedians would be like, hey, so my wife, hey, tough crowd, yeah. I just want to know more about them. So that's why we have the show. I feel like I'm really rocking the mafia look today, blazer, turtleneck. Forget about it, okay?
No, it's the turtleneck.
It's the turtleneck, is it? Hey, okay. All right, we're going to go into some jokes. So I did a gig for Google recently. I opened up and I said, don't worry, guys. I know you're a very woke company, so don't worry. I've went through my set with your HR team, and I only got 2 disciplinaries and a harassment form. Only one complaint. It was amazing. So I hear in Google and Facebook, because they're so #woke, if you fancy someone in the office, you're allowed to ask them out, but only once. You can only ask that person out once. I want to know, how does that work? Do you have to fill out a form if you want to ask Tracy out in reception? And does it get reviewed by your line manager? Do they go, right, okay, Jack, Tracy, huh? And you're like, yeah, I just love the way she staples. Oh, her phone voice is just so sexy. And then does he just come back to you and go like, right, well, I reviewed it, okay, and I approved it, mister. Unfortunately, it was also rejected by Stacey. She does not want to go out with a coffee with you, but hey, I might fill out my own form later. Wish me luck. Okay, that's all for me. That's my 1 minute. But let's meet the comedians. Let's meet these sexy people. Oh, hey, way, woo.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, yo, hey, this guy. Oh.
Hey. Forgot about it.
Oh, Fafango.
Hey, forgot about it. Hey, listen, we got Tony. We got Tony Ginge. We got Jack Hourigan, Mr.
I just wanted to say, hello, lads. I'm going to be unique. Hello, lads. How are you?
No, Jack, be yourself. Do not be that person.
No, I'm the only non-mafia thing here. I want to document it.
No, you're. I know who you are. You're like.
I don't think I'm exactly mafia at the moment, wearing an old band T-shirt.
Yeah.
Could have cool with the audio, bro.
The mafia would have been a lot less cool walking around in a band T-shirt for an obscure Irish band.
Classic mafiosos.
We've got
How do you think the Irish music scene survives the mob? Everyone knows
the fucking Irish mob.
Catch up, lads, whenever the fuck you're ready. The mob are behind Irish music.
They're like, do you know what we fucking need? More fucking ballads.
We need to.
Alright, come here. Fucking Martin Whistle.
Yeah, I mean, have you not heard The Fields of Sicily?
No. The Fields of Sicily. I need to listen to that one.
It's basically The Fields of Athenry, but with a lot more hand gestures.
Hey, listen, The Fields of Athenry. Okay. So
what is that?
doing,
Why
guys?
do they do that? What does that mean? Does that mean something?
I have no idea. And I'll actually add to that point, Alan. Why do they all kiss each other when they meet each other? I think it's class. I'm all for it, but I just don't know why. This fucking
that's actually the French's fault. When the French were still Germans called the Franks, they were trying to be more like the Romans, and for some reason they thought that's what the Romans did.
What, just?
And then everybody else tried to be like the French because you had the whole Pax Francia and the Lingua Franca, and everyone went, "Oh shit, we should do whatever those French people who are Germans pretend to be Italians do," and then the Italians started doing it.
They kiss everybody. We'll just do that as well. We'll kiss
But
everyone.
that means that the Romans were kissing everyone, and then the French copied them, but then the Italians copied the Romans. But the Italians were the Romans because their fucking Rome is in Italy. That's like a circle of kissing
Well,
for
by the
history.
time the Italians picked it up, they'd actually become two different kinds of Germans that had invaded and taken over the place, and the Romans were actually over in Greece.
This has been another fascinating episode of kissing through the decade. This is great. I like this.
Don't wrap it up yet. We're just getting there. I always thought.
Guys.
I always thought that Bob did that out of some level of masculinity that I can't compute.
Yeah,
I always
It's
thought
like, I'm so straight, I could kiss you.
Yeah, did you ever see that movie? Did you ever see that movie with Tom Hardy plays the two twins? I can't remember what the fuck it's called. The Cray twins.
The Cray twins.
Legend.
Legend.
Oh,
yeah.
right, yeah. I didn't actually watch that.
Remember, there was a fella in that like he was gay and he said shagging birds is for puffs. That was his quote.
Yeah.
So I was thinking masculinity, like I don't know. I'm actually serious though.
You're so masculine. You're like, I want something strong and fucking just fucking.
There's a great set by Stephen Hughes about how straight is the new gay. It's just fantastic. It's like, what do you want? I want somebody soft, sleek, feminine. What do you want, Dave? I want a bloke. I want a big, strong bloke to fuck me in the ass. Or is that too tough for you and your pussy-loving mates?
Oh, hang on, Tony. We're already getting comments. Another episode of Bullet Point History with Tony. Thank you.
Yeah, that is.
By the way, anyone watching, get involved. Become a keyboard become a keyboard warrior. Send us some.
Be a keyboard contributor. We need it. Come on.
Don't be a troll though.
What part of kissing history would you like to hear about next? Tell us in the comments how the Visigoths used to tongue each other's arseholes. Tony has the information.
Well, we're going to start the show off with Tony. Tony, we're going to start off with you. How are you?
I'm not too bad. I recovered from the not COVID the other week. Turned out my fridge was just shit.
Fair enough. I know that's the thing now at the moment. Like, if you're a bit sick, everyone's like, COVID. Like, I've broken my arm.
I was coughing and all my food smelled weird. So I was like, okay, crap, I need to go in about this. And then realized the next day that all my food had started to go off, but wasn't all the way off until the next day.
Smooth.
So got the fridge sorted. It's all good.
No, it's good. It's good you've done that. It's good, lads. That's
when did you work out that it was only half gone off? Were you like halfway through like a sandwich or like a banana? What was like? When did you work out?
I was about to get my cereal. I'm like, okay, that bottle of milk's starting to smell a little funny. We'll go to the next one. Open the next one. It's like that also smells a bit funny. And then we're like, okay, I think maybe I'll just have a sandwich. Oh, the hand smells a bit funny. Oh shit, I think I've got COVID. It can't all have gone off.
Maybe it was you. Maybe it wasn't the fridge at all.
Oh, no, trust me, it was the fridge. See, the fridge is marked in degrees, but it's not actually in degrees. It's the power rating of the fridge. So what I thought was saying, go down to 0 degrees was me basically turning the damn thing off.
I did that as well. That always drives me mad, and I always forget which way round it is. I always forget if 0 is low or high. Why don't you just put fucking degrees on it? It's a fucking fridge.
Mine has the symbol for degrees. Like the little thing where it says, like, this is the line, this is the setting. Next to that, it has degrees C.
Tony, it was a hangover, don't.
Oh, no, it was a hangover. That's what it turned out to be.
Fucking fridges.
Not to interrupt too much now, but I'm glad that you brought up fridges because it's been weighing on my mind quite a lot. We got a new fridge a couple of months ago. The back of it freezes everything, and the front of it's warm. That's not a joke. If you put something in the door, it'll defrost.
That's
so I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm like, it's literally like I'm trying to crack a fucking safe all the time, and fresh food is in the safe. I'm there with that dial. Okay, so it's on 6. It's on 6.5 now. Wait 3 days. And all the food's gone fucking crazy. I don't know if I have a funny end to that. I'm pretty much done.
How hot is the front of the fridge? Like, is it like cooking eggs hot? Because then you could scramble in the front. Scramble in the front, chilling in the back.
Like how Jack's just fucked off. He's just like, no, I'm done with
like, you guys, this fuck fridges. I'm out of here.
I've already come prepared. Hey, we got it. This bit of prosecco.
I only saw half the glass first, and I had mad respect for you because I thought you had an exotic tea, because that's my thing. I'm pretty cool right now.
Nice.
No, Jack,
nice.
this is an alcoholic beverage.
Jack Mac's like my mom. Like, he just like, the lads are like, fridges? What about fridges? And she's just like, I need fucking alcohol. I can't fucking take this shit.
I put up too much of you. You're talking about, I don't know why she's American. For some reason, all my impressions are American today. For some reason,
I used to think like a fucked up percentage of comedians drink, but like,
absolutely not. No.
Think about how wide the barometer of shit they hear is. You kind of understand it, like.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, comedians as a group, if you take the average, we drink just as much as everybody else. It's just that a third of us are teetotalers and the other two have an alcohol problem.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm a teetotaler. So I'm bang on. Your fucking stats are perfect. Look at this guy.
I call it the comedian's cocktail because it's just a pint of water.
Yeah. I'll get 1 pint when I get there, and it has to last me until the end of my set.
Yeah, I'll drink.
And then after that, you can drink.
Yeah, because like I remember like my third gig ever in Battle of the Axe, and my cousin was like, "Oh, have a drink," and I was like, "No, I won't." And the guy before me got up, and he was fucked, and it was so awkward. It was 7 minutes of him like, "I watch porn, and my girlfriend loved me."
Was that me? Did you see my set? When was that?
I knew I recognized
that was before. That's before I cleaned up my act.
The second gig I ever did in my life, the guy directly before me literally did that. He ended up taking off his shoes. He sat down on the stage. He started crying. It was really weird. And then Ross was just like, "And now we've got Tony." And I was just like, okay. Second set I've ever done this.
Someone was that say. Sarah's trolling me. Who holds prosecco like that? I do. Sarah, don't be so judgmental. All right. Show me how you'd hold your prosecco, huh?
In the comments, send us pictures of you holding
prosecco. She pours it and drinks
like
it.
This. Hold it like this.
This is a decidedly unnecessary middleman in Sarah's case.
How would you like me to hold it? What, like this?
You shouldn't be drinking.
Yeah, come on, hang on. We've got to get the toxic masculinity going. Jack, what the hell are you doing drinking Prosecco? That's a woman's drink. Have we done is that it, or do we all need to weigh in? Does it not count unless we all...
You're not holding it right, Jack. What's wrong with you? Huh? You couldn't even kiss guys on the cheek. You're so effeminate.
I was working at an oyster farm before, and it was coming up to Christmas, and everyone was on about, like, what are you stocking up on? And I was like, I completely lied. Like, I just went, oh, yeah, I think I can get a few bottles of Jack Daniel's honey because someone else was talking about it being new. And then, like, these two fellas started whispering. And then one of them came over to me later, and he was like, he pulled me aside. I was like, Jesus, it's like he has news. And he was like, Jack, man, drink whiskey. Only whiskey. Honey is, I don't know, went into a rant then about, like, flavors being, I don't know, not cool, I guess.
I feel like there's, like even like I grew up in Mayo, and the standard of masculinity is too high. Like, you can do nothing as a man, or everyone thinks you like cock. Like,
I was like lying about drinking Jack Daniels. Like, if you want to know the truth, that womanly Jack Daniels is still too manly for me. So I don't know.
Oh,
See, the only problem I have with Jack Daniel's honey is it's just a bad. Like, if you want something that tastes of honey, get any Irish single pot still. Like, Jack Daniel's honey is just like, here's something that's meant to burn, and then and it's made of fermented corn syrup. So we poured more sugar in it.
Yeah.
That is sweet. It's just like, if you want heartburn, you drink that.
The new I guess it was like a white label or something, wasn't it, with bees on it? And I mean, that's Instagram.
Yeah.
You're guaranteed 40 likes with that. So I mean,
right.
that's what you're paying for. That's what you're paying for.
Jack, what's your opinion on flakes? What about gold flakes? What did your Eastern European masculine friend, think about gold flakes? Would that be on the table?
We didn't talk about it, but I used to be like, okay, we'll tactically place the Goldschlager here so that this hits you a bigger bet. I was like, fucking. I was I don't know the
trying to run the math.
Marketing, booze marketing. That's good.
Yeah, I was involved. living that dole life.
Connor's right in the money there.
That's right. No, it is
What
quite
do you-
crap. Yeah. Like I think about whiskey is that it's quite a Catholic drink because it hurts you. You know. It pulls down your. You know? There's no pleasure in it.
The cheap shit hurts you.
Like it burns you, and you're like,
Yeah.
You gotta get
And
yourself
you're-
this stuff.
And you feel guilty the next day. It's
This is
perfect.
delicious.
Absolutely, you feel riddled.
It's a very
with guilt.
Catholic drink. It will hold you psychologically captive and turn your own natural fucking instincts against you, I guess. Fuck Catholicism.
Absolutely.
What about Tume? I shouldn't have brought that up.
Well, if you knew about Tume, you'd be.
What
fucking
happened?
drinking
Fuck
whiskey.
church. Sorry, go on. Yeah.
Absolutely. Tony, are you ready to hit the stage?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Straight into it then.
I'm trying to give the show a bit of moment. Like comedian, more banter. Comedian, more banter. There we go. All right, Tony, are you ready? So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Tony Hepburn, everybody. Woo!
Oh. So, since we've been launched into lockdown again, I decided I was going to try and use some of the spare time productively. So I've decided I'm going to go and sort out all the various social issues that plague our society. Right, which I think one man alone in a room with too much time in his hands can sort out very easily.
Absolutely.
Right,
Absolutely.
so first thing I decided to solve the whole issue of Americans shooting up their own schools. Right. Now this is actually nice, simple, and easy to sort out. Right, and it's not the nice, easy, simple thing that we would all say, which is going guns kill people, remove gun, no more dead bodies. Americans can't figure out that level of math; it's too complicated for them. Right, so what we're going to do, and this is a bit controversial, right? The way to solve all the school shootings is we need more violence in American schools, right? Because I've been to American schools. I actually did 1st, 3rd, 5th, and 6th grade over there. And you know the thing you see in the movies where the bully comes up and he demands your lunch money, and you say no, and then he demands he's going to meet you after school to fight you? That's a real thing. That actually happens. Right, when I got there in 5th grade, I came over. I was in a St. Mary's CBS over here. I got there for 5th grade. I got assigned my designated buddy, and then at lunchtime, me and him standing in the queue waiting for the lunch. School bully comes over, demands my lunch money, and when I said no, it very quickly escalated to the point at which he was demanding that we meet each other after school and have a fight. Right, and there's a lot to unpack there.
Okay.
Right? First thing, Americans actually do have this wonderful system where if you're the new kid, they just pick a child and go, "This is your friend." Right? They actually just give someone the schoolwork of being your friend until you can find your own. The second thing is, while we were standing in line, my parents are Scottish. I did not get sent to school to get a school dinner. I came in with a packed lunch. I'm standing there with a Star Wars lunchbox, and this fuckwit is demanding my lunch money. Right? It took several minutes to explain to him the concept of, this is a lunchbox, I do not have money. Right? And then he started demanding I was going to meet him after school, which shows that he has no concept of the Scottish mother. See, the Americans get dropped to school on a bus. We don't get the bus to school. We get the mum to school. Your mum brings you to school. Can you imagine if we tried that in Ireland? I'm going to meet you after school and have a fight, and it's just like, yeah, just hang on. I need to tell my mum I'm going to be 10 minutes so a guy 4 years older than me can kick the shit out of me. It's not going to happen. So what we need is the Americans to implement the same system we have over here and just let us beat the shit out of each other and then go, yeah, they do that, and just not give a shit. Because you end up with Americans, they learn that the right thing to do when they're angry is to hold on to it for several hours and then make an example of someone.
Jesus Christ.
And then you end up with people going, I'm very angry, so apparently what I need to do is wait 6 hours and come up with the worst thing I can do to them. Oh, and also it needs to happen in a school. Right? So all we need to do is teach them just when you're angry, hit someone at the time, and they'll stop shooting people later. Nice, easy, common sense solution. Second thing I decided I was going to go and solve. Going to solve this whole gender equality nonsense. Right? A couple of things we need to accept straight off the bat. One, the problem is communication. The problem is men and women are not very good at communicating with each other. The reason for that, again, it's a twofold thing. Right? First thing first, we need to accept, and you're all going to get very annoyed at me and call me sexist when I say this, and then I'm going to explain it, and you're going to go, oh, wait, no, shit, he's right. Because the first thing we need to accept is that all women are crazy. That's just a fact.
Sexist, boo,
That's just a fact.
cancelled.
All women are crazy, and the reason we know that all women are crazy is because nothing will drive you crazy faster than dealing with stupid people all day. And the second thing we need to accept is that all men are stupid.
Sexist.
That's just the thing.
Sexist.
That's why all women talk about men being stupid,
cancelled.
all men talk about women being crazy. Because this is how men think, right? Can we see my pad?
Oh, diagrams.
Oh, yes, diagrams, right? So, this is our bloke. He's at point A. He wants to get to point B. This is how men think.
Yeah.
Straight line.
Tony, that's the normal way to think. Why? I don't understand.
Here's how women think. I'm at A. I want to get to B. But first, we need to remember about C. We need to remember D, E. Oh, actually, hang on. Now that I'm thinking about it, F is a thing. Then we get G. And they go from here to here to here, back to there, and then they get to B. And when we as men look at this, we go, what the fuck are you talking about? Because we've just gone A to B. We didn't see the pattern. We didn't see how it got drawn. We just have a squiggle to look at. We have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. And women, on the other hand, are looking at us going, how did you not notice C, D, E, and F? This is how you get in trouble all the fucking time. How do you keep doing so much injury to yourself? Right? And we're sitting there going, what are you talking about? This makes no sense. Right? So we got to understand, women need to understand that we think that they're crazy because we're stupid. We need to understand that they think we're stupid because we weren't paying attention. Right? The second thing we need to accept is that men, we have evolved evolutionarily to be expendable. This is very easily evidenced because every single man on the planet knows 100 occasions where somebody has said, don't do the thing. If you do the thing, you will hurt yourself. Don't do the thing. And we've then gone, okay, I understand. If I do the thing, I will hurt myself. And then we do the thing. I've asked about 20 women this week if they have any examples of that, and every single one of them has said no. Every single bloke I've talked about has said one of the two same stories. The stove is hot or the iron is hot. Every single one of us has done one of those. Our mothers has gone, if you touch it, it's very hot, you will burn yourself. And we've gone, I don't know what a burn is. And we touch it to find out how painful a burn is because we are scientists and also fucking stupid. The thing that women need to understand is that on the battlefield of life, men have evolved to be your minesweeper. We are designed to be just smart enough to understand where the danger is, but not smart enough to realize we shouldn't walk into it. Right? This is like... Men are so stupid, we can't even figure out how to hunt correctly. You ever watch one of these documentaries about how humans used to hunt back in the caveman days? Every other animal on the planet will quietly, sneakily find its prey, get in real close, and then suddenly run out at it and kill it. And we walked. We hunted very large things that were hard to miss. And we walked until they were too tired to get away.
Aha!
We are so stupid, we couldn't even figure out the one thing every other hunting animal on the planet has ever thought of. We couldn't figure out the bit where we had to move quickly. That's how dumb men are. Cavemen used to sit there going, hey, Craig, big meat walking thing, where'd it go? Well, Crag has studied. Crag, pay attention to environment. Crag has found where hairy woolen meat thing go. Where's the hairy woolen meat thing gone? Over there is forest. Is also very large hole in forest. And that's how we figured out how to hunt woolly mammoths, and that's why you don't find woolly mammoths anymore, because they can't fucking hide.
Well, I walked them.
And we just kind of went like, we will follow the hole in the forest until we get to the grass that is flat, and then we will follow the grass that is flat until we find a thing that is too tired to move. And then because we're so shit at hunting, we won't even evolve claws or like anything. We're just going to pick up a stick and stab it. We're going to pick up a rock and a stick and we're just going to stab it. We're so fucking lazy, we couldn't even evolve properly for hunting. Never mind figure out how to chase the fucking thing. Right? So, this is how we solve all this equality thing. We just understand that men and women are very fundamentally different, so equality is bollocks. We can't have it. What we need to have is we need to hire a team of games designers and they will find balance. Right? If two things are different, you can't make them equal. You just need to find the balance. And that used to make sense. The system used to be balanced. We had all the jobs and the money, and the women didn't need to go and fight
Tony,
people.
I did say 2 minutes.
Shut up, Jack. This is the best TED Talk I've ever been to. This is great.
Oh, sorry.
All I was saying is we've got to find the balance. You've got to find the balance. That's it. We're going to hire a team of games designers, and then once they've figured out what we need to do, we need to find which religion is right so that their god can apply the bug fix, and then we'll be fine.
Is that it?
That's it. I cut to the end for you. See, the last time you said 2 minutes, and then everyone talked for 10, so I wrote a 10.
Great.
What a sexist. If anybody is offended by Tony's set, I don't know. Watch Bill Burr, he'll offend you way.
Jack McKenna roller.
What?
I don't know.
What's wrong? I didn't write anything.
Yeah.
What's wrong with your face?
They said you have to wear a mask. Level 5, bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, level
He's
5,
taking
man.
it seriously.
Look at Jack. Yeah, he's going to save lives. He's a hero.
You're a hero, Jack.
You're a hero, mate.
Tony, I love Tony's. It's like I feel like I learned quite a lot. Do you know what I mean? It's like with the fridge thing and the kissing thing. Like it's funny, but also I'm like, I actually know more now. That's very rare in comedy.
We don't just laugh at Tony sets. We learn.
It's great. It's great.
So when you were
as long as I've done one of those, if you've learned something or you've laughed, I'm happy. Like I've got a good backup plan.
When the bully was asking you for money, obviously you had Scottish parents. Were you not like, what, mate?
Yeah.
Right, all right.
Yeah, no, the thing is, like, I'd been to America before and knew that we weren't allowed to swear. The Americans came down really hard on that. But I'd just been in Mullingar and St. Mary's CBS, and, like, it was very hard to think of a noun with a expletive before it. You know? So I was just sitting there going, what? And he was going, give me your lunch money. And I'm going, what? I bet he was like, remember holding up my lunchbox going,
new kid.
Lunchbox.
Hey, new kid.
Why do you think I have money for food? And the guy was like,
what, mate? Fucking lunch money, mate. My fucking, my mommy makes my fucking lunch, mate.
Yeah. Yeah,
so
I remember literally holding up a lunchbox going, lunchbox. No money, because at this point I'd said about 3 times, this is my lunchbox, I have my lunch, I don't. And he was going, but why are you in the queue? And I went, because he's the only person whose name I know, and he's in the queue. I'm waiting to find out where to sit.
He was your mandatory buddy.
And in the meantime, he's sitting there quaking like a leaf, going like, just giving me money, just giving me money. I'm like, what do you not understand? I don't have money, I've got a lunchbox. And he started going like, meet me behind the dumpsters after school. And I'm going, okay, 3 problems with this. 1, I'm meeting my mum after school. 2,
bring her,
I don't know where
get her involved.
This is my first day here. I don't know where the dumpsters are. And 3,
imagine if your mother came and like bet him up, like you fucking messing my fucking son, you prick.
Yeah, I remember going like at number 3, like, you know, just going straight. But like I couldn't understand this. I'd never experienced this type of bully before. I didn't understand a bully that felt that they needed to schedule in your beating. And I was going, what? Like,
in a way, and you know, it's just like can you pencil me in? Between 3:30 and 2, I know you have a busy afternoon, so.
Yeah, I was just going, like, why don't we just fight now? And he genuinely said the least intimidating thing I've ever heard in my life. He went, well, there's teachers. It was just going like, oh, hold on, time out. Like, hang on a second. What? You're the designated bully. This guy cannot stop shaking since you started talking to us, and you're worried about getting detention. Go away. Figure out how to do this, then come back to me.
You should try and find him now, Tony, and like beat him up.
Yeah, you go up to him with your lunchbox.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That is such a good idea, Jack McKenna. Fair
Yes, you should go to America and be like, "Hey, Paul,
That is
you
such a
fucking
good idea.
remember me?"
Bring the. Do you still have the lunchbox? Bring the
There you go.
lunchbox.
Remember this. Remember this, you
Remember
fucking
this?
I was
Remember
waiting
this,
for
like-
the dumpsters, pussy.
And he's like, "Hey, Tony, I've changed my life around. You know, I've got a wife and kids now. I'm a different person." You're like, "Shut the fuck up, you pig!"
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Or
yeah, no, you're
beat the fuck out of him in front of his
old.
own family.
And then once
Too
he's on
late
the
for
ground,
that shit.
start telling them about like the reason why men and women are different. Like, first off,
Let me tell you why women are so clever while I beat the fuck out of you, huh?
we're not
that.
equal. We're equal, but we're different. Yeah. I'm just throwing ideas out.
That would be terrifying. Would we
Oh, hang on. Sarah's
with your
getting involved.
lunchbox?
By the way, does anyone know Sarah?
Yeah, she's a friend of mine.
Okay, because I'm still a bit hurt over the Prosecco comment. No, she said, "Can we send Tony to beat up several people in the US?" Absolutely. Which this lunchbox, like a certain orange person.
Yeah, I'm actually running a GoFundMe for that at the moment. So we just need enough for a gas mask so I can survive the plane.
Who is this?
And then the
Who
plane.
is this Scottish? Who's this Scotch man? Who is this guy? I'm half Scotch myself.
Yeah, it'll just be a lunchbox with a cinder block in it.
You're forgiven,
Who's
Sarah.
the
You're
orange
forgiven.
guy?
Okay, we're gonna
Who's the
move
orange
the show
guy?
is
Ooh,
Who's the orange guy?
Is he an Umpalumpa?
tangerine, Chiquita banana. Oh no, that's bananas. No, I don't know.
Who's the orange guy?
We're gonna move on, guys. We're gonna move on.
Name
Show
the
is-
orange guy.
show-
Name the
Orange man.
No
Name
one
him.
say his name. We all lose if anyone says his name.
Stop dodging these questions.
All right, we're gonna move on. I'll mute you all.
Hey,
Got that power.
we're gonna make Rascals great again.
We're gonna make Rascals great. It was great at the beginning, and then it really lost.
fantastic.
It lost quality. That Jack McKenna, he's terrible. Okay, we're gonna move on to Alan. Alan, how are you? Are
I'm
you
very
having-
good.
Are you having fun?
I'm having the most fun.
It's the most tremendous fun. Nobody knows this comedy show like
You'll be tired of all the fun you're having. I can't do it. I can't. I've
some of
lost
the
them.
best. So now Alan actually runs a great podcast, a tremendous podcast. Nobody knows podcasts like Alan. It's terrific. With Gillian, who's actually been on the show before. What's the show called again? What's the podcast called?
Yeah. So the show is called Fitz, FITZ, Fits and Starts, because I do it with Gillian Fitzgerald. Who is a very, very funny comedian from Kerry, which is now where I live, but she lives in Dublin, so it's kind of... But,
you live now in Kerry?
I live now in Kerry. I moved here.
Oh.
I moved back here like a month ago.
What's it like?
It's the best. I'm loving it.
They just love the Healy Rays over there, don't they?
Everywhere you go, billboards of the Healy Rays. I love it. Like round every corner, it's just waiting to pop out at you. It's
No, like,
great.
well done for
Great.
I need to learn more about Irish politics. I keep
They're
hearing about the Healy
brilliant.
Rays, but I
They're
still don't know
brilliant.
who the hell they are.
Tony,
I-
you would love them.
You love them. You'd be mad about them. I'll send you an introductory pack all about them. We get sent one. When you arrive, they send you one in the door, you know?
Well, hello,
Um,
Tony. Welcome to the community.
It's great.
I don't know if that's a good impression. It's okay. It is what.
Yeah, so I do that podcast with Gillian. We basically just talk shite, and then I do another one with Chanel Marshall, who is a black female English comedian who I used to gig with when I was over in London, called Chanel
nice.
and Alan Chit Chat podcast. So I do two with them every other week, and they're we just talk shit really, but they're kind of they're like the sort of people that. I don't know what is, you have some friends that like it just as soon as you sit down and talk to them, you always have something to talk about. Like there's always some shit's happened with them, or
Absolutely.
they were like, hey, listen, did you ever think about butterflies and why they're different than moths or some
you're
shit?
like-
It always kicks off. I don't know why. It's always something,
Butterflies
So-
taste with their feet.
They want
their-
their feet?
What?
Butterflies taste with their feet.
Boom! Fuck! blowing up my spot.
Jack
Now, how am I
getting
supposed
his
to
back to the day.
continue?
Now we've all learned.
We're all learning so much on this.
We are
I
learning.
thought you said kiss with their feet, and I was like, oh shit.
They probably
kissing.
do as well.
But what about their big straw face? Their what's the proboscis? The big nose.
That word that
sucker
no
on
one
them.
has ever pronounced.
But that's so. But maybe they taste with their feet, but they eat with the straw that comes out of their face.
Fucking hell, these
I'm
butterflies.
I'm letting
Imagine
down
if we did
etymology
that.
corner. Huh?
Imagine if we did that. You taste with your feet, and you're like, "Yeah, I'll have it."
Oh,
It'd be weird.
that'd be because then that'd be nasty. Because like shaking hands, every time you shook hands with somebody, you'd be like,
Worse
"Oh."
than that, can you imagine just wearing your own shoes all day?
Imagine you're inside in ramen and you just get your foot, and you just slap it into the Singapore noodles, and you're just like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'll have that."
Yeah, much worse than that, though. Can you imagine just wearing your own shoes all day if you tasted through your feet?
Yeah. By 4 o'clock.
Yeah, that'd be nasty. That'd be nasty. We'd have to be barefoot. We'd have to go barefoot everywhere, and then you wouldn't.
That's yeah. Then you'd have to really think about where you're fucking walking, wouldn't you?
That'd be tricky. But I wonder the taste of broken glass. That sounds like that could be the name of your next.
What if you
album,
hopped
Jack.
on one foot?
The
If you hopped on
taste
one
of
foot,
broken
you could only taste half, right?
It'd be half as good. It'd be half as
yeah.
good. Only to be
No,
tasted.
Or
We're one runner.
All I'm saying is, if we could taste with our feet, we would have
Work
invented
it
the jetpack in about the 700s.
yeah, nobody would want to taste anything. They'd be like,
Also, what do we think the case would be with Heelys?
case?
As in like the shoes with the wheels in them.
Yeah.
I thought you meant
the
the
Healy
Healy
Rays
Rays now. I thought you meant the Healy Rays. Like, what would they taste like if you put your foot on them? You know, and
I think they taste
that's a
quite
fucking-
salty.
Hold on, we have just fucking stumbled across the best political fucking angle ever. Healy Rays for Heelys, and then they give you like grants to fucking wear.
How
Heelys.
have they not done that? That's amazing.
That is-
Honestly, I would love to just
Healy
watch
track.
a pair of politicians healing into
What
the
if there
goal.
was a healing track all the way from fungi, like
To another
Back,
Kerry.
that'd be brilliant.
Not like
And the Healy, they just you can see them gliding in and out
Yeah.
of press conferences. That's brilliant.
absolutely. And
Oh my
shouting at the
fucking
T-shirt.
god! That would be the best visual ever. Just fucking slide.
But like,
Hello, lads.
yo, take that back. Yo.
Healy is.
I'm not going to lie, if a politician was just showing up to the doll, even regardless of what their policies were, I would just give them a vote. Just when like you're in Heelys.
If you could, you win.
I want to
You
see
win.
what the country would be like if it was run by a 16-year-old.
Absolutely.
It's a man of the people.
Hopefully
Men of the
Michael
people
Martin's listening, and he's like, Ryan,
I'm gonna-
I should
This
invest.
could be my way in with the Heelys down here to get myself connected. I'll get a bunch of discount Heelys and I'll like hook them up and say it's like
No,
for
you
the
gotta
next
go name
campaign.
brand. If you're not going name
Limited
brand, the pun
edition.
doesn't work.
Limited edition Healy Ray Heelys.
That'd be brilliant. That'd be brilliant. That's it.
Unreal.
I love
Is
it.
it bad that I would
Absolutely.
actually buy those if they were
Every
available?
time you go
I'd buy
100 yards,
Absolutely.
every time you go 100 yards, the Healy says something like,
That's the best impression all night.
Oh my god!
That's the
Anyway,
best.
are you liking Kerry Allen?
I am, yeah. So I've been here. You have to go into quarantine for like 2 weeks when you come back from the UK at the moment, from the desolate lands. And so I was here for 2 weeks. And then as soon as the Wednesday when I was able to come out of my quarantine was when they brought in the county lockdown, like the same day. So I'm down here now because I was going to go visit some
Hang on,
family
Sinead
in
Murphy
Cork.
has said the funniest. Leo sliding away from his problems and Heelys.
Very nice. Out
Very
the door.
clear, that is. It's what we like to
Healy in
see
the
here.
bed of the Lizzo show.
What about Sinn Féin healing into the dawn? Like, no, here. What are you fucking saying? No? And then healing away. You know?
Jesus
Jerry
Christ.
Adams coming out of the dark like, you've done well, Mary Lee.
Jerry Adams on Heelys. It's just a great image. It's just a beautiful image.
Could you imagine then in the dawn, right, when there's like a really fucking big heated debate and they just start circling each other in the Heelys?
Yeah.
Just going around in circles.
Jeez.
They got
Sorry,
rid of
this
the
show-
seats. They just have
I'm
like the
making-
fucking.
Yeah, but they make a little ring in the middle for like roller derby.
Of course they would. Yeah. And that's how you'd win debates. It wouldn't actually be about what you're saying. It's just if you can knock the other fuckers off over as you're spinning around.
Roller derby for government.
That would work so much better than fucking democracies that we've got
You've
going
seen
on.
Neil
Absolutely.
Ranker in elbow pads. Ugh.
Yeah. Or what if they had to wear those big sumo wrestler costumes and they had to fight?
No.
each other, you know?
But that'd throw your balance off in the Heelys.
Who's
like,
going to
that'd
pay
throw
for
your-
him, Jack? Who's going to pay for him? Who's going to pay for
Fucking
him?
my tax money, huh? My tax money going to pay for these fucking sumo
Heelys.
Heelys, I don't mind. They need the Heelys, but I'm not paying for a fucking sumo
Honestly,
suit.
I think we should implement the roller derby dolls. The only way the Green Party will win anything, Leo Varadkar will fold up like the crumple zone on your car, whereas the Green Party candidates are made of elbows. It's the one way they could win.
I'd say Micheál Martin now with the elbow. He's all bones, you know. He's very angular. I'd say he'd do a bit of damage, like.
There's a race.
Very good. Very good.
That's very good. Yeah.
Can
Right.
you imagine Sky News trying to do it every year, the annual race for the Taoiseach?
The annual
The Irish
teacher
have got into their new election cycle.
You know,
These new election cycles have been produced by the finest mountain biking companies.
do you know as well? Like when BBC
They're
talks
going
about
for the,
like,
this is the race for the Taoiseach.
yeah, whenever the BBC talks about like the Taoiseach and the Dáil, there's always this sort of slightly and the Taoiseach with the Irish Prime Minister slightly condescending tone. Imagine if it was a wheelies roller derby and over in the Irish Oireachtas, like they just.
I'd love it if Sky
It would be
News
so fun.
instead of going like the Irish Prime Minister had to use the direct translations of all those names.
What is Helios Gaeilge? That's my
Dunno.
question.
Connor Hill
That's a good
saying
one.
Michael,
We should find that out.
Micheál Martin and his weird lizard body might actually have an advantage.
What
Absolutely.
What
Then
if?
I'd say Mary Lou would give everyone a decent knock. I think she would as well.
Wouldn't she look good in a Healy?
Okay.
Oh.
What if we got the Pope back, right? We get the Pope back because it didn't cost a lot and it wasn't a waste of money last time, right? So we get the Pope back. We have an annual Taoiseach derby, and then they all race, and then the winner gets a victory lap of Dublin holding onto the Pope mobile by his Heelys. Fucking what's up?
Yes,
That's
that's how we do it.
I like
Nice.
that.
Look,
And
if
they're
we're going to bring
way
back church and state, that's how we should do it.
I don't think that we
Just
should.
a head politician holding on to the back of the Pope mobile in his heels.
Fuck it. But maybe we get a bit of rope because it is the government, so maybe get a bit of rope and a stick.
Yeah.
Just the fucking howdy, yeah. And
Yeah, we got to give them something to spend money on that's completely unnecessary.
That and voting
Oh, yeah.
machines.
I mean, we always put money exactly where it's meant to go, so let's fuck around a little bit. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Now, we're going to go back to the show. Alan, are you ready to hit the stage?
I am.
You and your Heelys, okay?
Healy.
All right, everybody. It's Alan Byrne.
Hey.
Everybody, woo.
So over the lockdown and my quarantine and all that, I obviously had a lot of time, like lots of people. So I finally got around to watching all of those the Lord of the Rings films at last, and they were good. They were good. Like, and I just my only problem with like Tolkien is he has like there's 5 main races in the Lord of the Rings. You know, you've got like hobbits, orcs, elves, humans, and dwarfs. But like the dwarfism, that's like a medical condition, you know? That's what like little people have that makes them little. Which I think that's kind of fucked up, you know? That's like making one of your 5 mythical races, the diabetics. They're a noble race, not quite human, but they lost many warriors in the insulin wars against Sauron. You know, that's fucked, man. Am I maybe just I don't know? Maybe I'm being too woke. You know, Jack was saying like Google everyone's what you got to be a bit woke, but you don't want to be too woke. Like I have a friend. This is a true story as well. My friend Dave recently took it upon himself to rename the family dog because he said the name was racist, right? So you tell me what you think of this now, right? They have a black Labrador called Blackie. Now, like, I don't know if I'm too like backwards looking or whatever, but like, I genuinely, I don't think it's racist to have like a black Labrador called Blackie, unless you also have like a white Labrador called Cracker, you know, because then you're kind of building a different sort of theme, you know. But in Dave's defense, he lives in East Croydon, and I don't know if you know a lot about the ethnic demographics of London, but having his mother scream, "Come back here, Blackie!" across the park in Croydon probably wasn't a great idea to begin with. So what else do I have here? Oh, still single. Surprise. And it's hard, obviously, now with like lockdown and COVID and everything to meet people. And I don't like online dating either. I just think it's like really impersonal or something, you know, messages and photos. Like I want to have like an in-person conversation with a woman, you know. I want to like, you know, see the expression on your face, you know, the tone of your voice. I want to show you my penis midway through a conversation, even though you've given no indication that that's something that you might enjoy in person. You know, I'm just, I guess, just a romantic traditionalist, I suppose. What else there? Tony was saying as well that, like, you know, the men we're expendable these days, and I think that's true. You know, we're outdated, we're outmoded. Technology is essentially since the invention of the vibrator and female emancipation. Like, no, women don't need us anymore. We're like a flip phone or a typewriter. Like, occasionally you will see a woman with one, but it's normally just because she's trying to be like ironic and retro. So yeah, I think that's more or less all from me. Not a lot of laughs, but at least now you all think I'm racist and sexist. So who said that this online show stuff couldn't recreate the feeling of live comedy?
Following my theme.
Hey, thank you. The end.
Byrne, everyone. What a racist. I'm actually going to steal this. I'm so sorry for all the racist, sexist stuff, guys, but I'm here to distract you, for I found my Healy book. Dog stories from the heart of Ireland. And look, there's a little sheep in the background as well. Where is it? There's the sheep. No. There he is. My mother bought me this book for Christmas thinking I'd love it. And I was like, right. Look at this. I opened this book up. Pigs don't know it's Christmas. Oh, because the pigs.
That's great. Did your mother actually unironically buy that for you, or was it ironic?
Where am I? Life, Christmas Day, we're all exchanging presents. Oh, you shouldn't have.
That's the best. That's so good.
Oh, right.
Very good.
Oh, right.
My mother last Christmas, I always complained that my mother's Christmas presents are crap, right? Because they're terrible. She got me this is not a joke, like, this is true. She got me the beginner's guide to golf one year. And I was like, Mom, I have no interest in golf. I've never golfed before. She's like, that's why it's the beginner's guide. I was like,
oh my God.
Mammy jokes, right? No, I have it here.
Oh, you actually have it right beside you?
No, not this is the one. This is again, not made up. This is true. She got me this T-shirt for Christmas, right? This year, or last year, whatever makes sense. So, right, it says, that's a picture of Dr. Martin Luther King on this T-shirt. And it says, we have guided missiles and misguided men. Huh?
Oh,
I guess they were all out of I Have a Dreams in pennies, you know.
Yeah.
But like, she got, and I said, Mom, like, that's actually quite a good present for you, like, you know, considering what you normally get. But why'd you get that? And she said, you always complain about my presents, and you can't complain about that one now, can you? Or you'll be a fucking racist. That's just she said to me. Isn't that good?
Like, my mother bought me like a didgeridoo one year, you know, going like, complain about that one. No, that's not true. So we're gonna move on to our last comic. This comic has already been on stage with Rascals. It's Jack Hourigan.
Woo! Healy King.
How the fuck are you, sir?
Man. Fucking, I'm definitely out of swing. I don't have a fucking, like, I can't tell you an hour of the day I'll definitely be asleep. You know?
I feel like you and I, you sleep a lot, I sleep a lot. I feel like I'm sleeping my life away, you know?
I might even it might be like 2 hours between 2 and 4 in the morning on a Tuesday. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I should totally watch all of Black Summer right there, right now. And I just watch that through. And then, I don't know, just shit like that since quarantine. I have to put an end to it, really. I'm reading a little bit, but not enough.
That's good. I feel like as well with this lockdown, like we were going forward and now we're going backwards. It's depressing.
Yeah, that actually does.
Will I ever see live comedy again? No.
Oh, don't worry, Jesters is going to be back next September. That'll cheer us all up.
It's like 11 months away.
Yup.
Could they make that longer? Do you think, or?
Yeah.
This is funny. I love that when you're having like fun conversations, and then now, like just in the middle, people just stop and go, "Fuck everything," and just stare into the middle distance. Like, fuck.
It makes every conversation feel like you're debating politics. Just halfway through, someone will just randomly lose faith in humanity.
I know. Yeah. Like people complain to me. They say, "Oh, I like Rascals, but I don't want to go online." I'm like, "Hey, listen, it's the only comedy happening at the moment."
Yeah, and it is hardcore. Fucking legit. Look, we have fucking nice glasses. Killer material.
Absolutely.
Me with a mask and a horn.
Fuck
I
yeah.
haven't even got props.
Already 2 solid business ideas: the beard mobile for
We've
children and
Yes.
race.
And the Healy
51 minutes. 51 minutes, and we've like all but sorted Ireland's problems with wheels in your heels.
That's right.
More
White
commonly
guys
known-
in their bedroom solving all the problems again. You're welcome.
Hey, we're getting comments here, guys. I'm might not get to see local live comedy, but I discovered your online show. Oh, so nice. Wait till you see Rascal live shows. Like, I do the whole setup. We did one show, and it went pretty well, I think. Jack, you were there.
Yeah, I was scared for some reason. I don't know why. I hadn't done stand-up in ages, so it took like 4 minutes to get I'm fine.
I know. It was
I was
tough.
there like this. I was there like, what the fuck?
Grab the bull by the
People.
horns and just fucking, ride it out. Yeah.
I had fun, though. I had a great fucking time.
Jack and I got off stage, and we could tell the audience were getting a bit used to the whole concept of like a chat before the show.
Right.
And I just looked at Jack and I was like, we need to just fucking grab it by the fucking horns. We just need to go fucking wild. And Jack was like, I get you. We get back on stage and I'm interviewing Jack and he's just a mad motherfucker. He's just like, rah! And yeah, I felt like the show then just took off.
Soundboy. Yeah, I'm glad someone's found a positive side to that. I don't know. We've been trying to we're trying to put our fingers on what diagnosis it should be, but I'm glad that you enjoyed it at Rascals that time.
Yeah, man.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Well.
what are you wearing? It looks like you're wearing some like Beetlejuice died and you made his
Beetlejuice? What are you on about?
jacket out of a hoodie.
This is a drug run.
Yeah, it looks like this.
I like it. I like the Beetlejuice vibe, though. I think you should.
Yeah.
I should think you should lean into that, Jack.
You want to be careful saying his name, man.
That's 2 times we said it now. Fucking shut up, Tony. Keep your mouth closed. Be down on top of
Hang on, it doesn't matter if I say it because the fucker's already here. Jack is wearing him.
Yeah, absolutely.
I probably get the hair
If we say his name again, the hood just probably pops up.
Sarah's like,
It's just
is that
Beetlejuice's
not a head
face.
jumper?
Is it? Probably.
But then she's
I
like,
got it at
awesome.
a festival. I got it at a festival while fucked up.
Nice.
Actually,
So
Siobhan,
it probably is a hemp jumper then. You could probably smoke your jumper. Just every time you get a few loose threads, just pull them off, wrap them up.
Yeah.
At 3:30 in the morning when you're rewatching
as soon as quarantine's over, we'll roll up a few sleeves of this and we'll get our Heelys out. And
You literally roll.
Get the lads round, do a few sleeves. Hey.
Yeah, no, can the next live Rascal show just have the requirement that everyone be wearing Heelys?
And head
For
face
like the one person other than us who gets the reference. who watch both shows.
we are hilarious. Us.
What is happening? I feel like our mental fucking brains are just having a break.
Our mental brains are.
I
My
think
mental
even-
brain is ruined.
Yeah, so
Can't even
since you didn't
talk.
get a woman on today, we're all devolving back into 6-year-old boys.
Yeah.
We all just want.
I tried.
We all want wheels in our shoes that light up. That's just the one thing we all want now.
I'd love if my shoes could light up again. Do you remember those?
Right.
Were there ever any light up Heelys? There must have been.
Yeah, there were. The original Heelys had lights in the heels and at the front.
That's brilliant.
They had those ridiculous lights, the ones that were meant to be shock absorbing, that were just a pressure sensor. So every time you touched the ground, the wee plastic tube would light up and flash.
We're still talking about Jack's hoodie. Dia, am I saying that right, Dia? I love it, but it reminds me of the guy who lived next to me in university who was permanently high. Again, I'm dyslexic, so I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Thought he was the sweetest guy. Jack, was that you?
Is that you, Jack?
Are you Dia's high mystery guy? Very sweet.
I remember you from university. We had that class.
Yeah, Sarah's like, I'm getting one for Christmas, motherfuckers. Sarah, I added in that last motherfucker just to make you sound edgy. Jack, no, but like, your style is great, Jack. Like, do you know what? When I met you again in 3D for our show, I forgot how tall you were.
Yeah.
I just, for some reason, presumed you were my height. And then you're like, hey, man, I'm here for the gig.
We were actually shooting the shit on fucking Zoom or whatever, and that's like the bulk of how I know you is doing this show and shit and fucking. So then when I met you, I was like, oh, 3D Jack.
No, you were like, oh.
No, I was actually fucking. I was jealous. You had a really cool coat, like like it could be a football hooligan coat, but you weren't wearing it like that. You know the one like the guy in Green Street. I was like, I want that jacket so I could just look. Awesome.
Can I just interrupt to say that I want these shoes?
What the
shoes that D has. She's got light-up shoes that connect with Bluetooth to her phone and they pulse along to the music.
What?
Why don't I own these?
That is very good.
And yes, pronounced Dia. See, I even have to read that one. Boom.
I gotta get those. I think if you get light up Heelys and you're kissing lads on the cheek, that's as masculine as it gets. You're the man. You're the mafioso boss at that level. Like that's where I see myself in 3 years.
I think when all this lockdown is finally passed and we're all allowed.
It's 3 years.
You don't just jump into that. Come on, you don't just.
I think when we all get out of lockdown, we're all going to like come out. And you'll have everyone who's gone and gotten ripped, everyone who's gone and gotten fat, and then all the idiots like us who've spent too much time in a room alone by ourselves and have just regressed back into 6-year-olds, and we're all going to come out wearing our favorite superhero on our t-shirt with light-up shoes with wheels in them.
Connor's saying,
and personally, I think we'll be happier. I think we will be happier.
Just build them.
Yeah, Connor
build them and they will come.
Engineer.
Build them and they will come.
Yeah. Build the Heelys and they will come. And all of a sudden you go, well, Tony, I was thinking God for a minute, Jim. It's my Healy Ray impression.
They must make
He's the one who knows how to build things.
Right, okay. We're going to go back to the show. Jack, are you ready to do some comedy?
Yeah, I'm just throwing hilarious jokes that I've written sporadically into the one note.
The one note?
So I can read them all. Yeah.
One note to rule them all.
Sorry, in other words, I'm completely ready whenever you're happy to let me shoot the shit.
This show has... I only have 3 people on and already it's nearly an hour. Okay, we're going to move on. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, ho, it's Jack Hourigan, everyone. Ho!
Jack, how are you getting on? Still trying to decide what to talk to you about. JK, I'm a professional. How are you getting on, lads? What's the crack? Don't all speak at once because I can't hear ye. What's happening? Right. So Siobhan the other day to me, right? She was like, oh, we need to watch Downton Abbey, right? And I was like, why the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is Downton Abbey? And she was like, oh, it's a period drama. And I was like, that's the most fucking stupid thing you've ever heard. Every period's a drama. Ha 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 ha. It's like saying you have a wet water. The zing. Yeah. Anyway, so when I was actually, this is like I've actually been trying to fucking think about what this moment meant because I remember when I was really young, right? It was one of the first times I was like, oh my god, I want to be the guy in the room that has the zinger, And I remember, like, my uncle was over from England, my mother's brother. My mother's English as fuck. And me, my father, my mother, my uncle, and fucking, I don't know, maybe another few fucking members of the family, extended, whatever the fuck were there. And we're all eating, like, chicken. There was, like, loads of fucking chicken there. And it was like, grab a plate and, like, grab some fucking chicken, grab whatever the fuck, and bounce. And my old man was, like, filling this fucking plate with a load of chicken, right? And my mother goes, well, he went to walk out the door. My mother goes, oi! Who the fuck do you think you are? And with the fucking knife with a plate like that. That's actually the way she said it. Like, I'm brilliant with impressions too. That is her down to the fucking teeth.
That was good.
Who the fuck do you think you are with that plate? And with the knife. And my father just turned, like, in front of her family, my father just turned and went, if I was Henry VIII woman, you'd be long fucking gone. It was it was fucking perfect. It was fucking perfect. Ever since then, I was like, yeah, I want to be that guy. The guy that fucking the guy that defends his chicken intake with a fucking whip. Yeah. Another thing, I'll tell you a little bit about me. When I was 10 years old, I was in Waterford City. I went to Penny's and I set off a fire extinguisher in the corner of, like, the Penny's. I don't really have any jokes about it or anything. I just needed to confess. I've never told anyone. I ran away. And I actually did set off a fire extinguisher in Waterford City, Penny's. So if you happen to have a mother who's a manager there or something, pass it along the line, please, and tell them I really am sorry. A horn is good. Fucking right. This is a horn is good. I hate myself. Anyway, last thing I want to tell you about. Fucking, I was thinking about my hometown before, right? And I was out in the fucking nightclub one time. I remember I never fucking, like, I don't know, like, it was an unusual time. I met this fucking one out and we was cool. We was having a laugh, like, whatever the fuck. We're all a group of us. It was kind of, I remember we were like, hey, you coming? We're going over there now, whatever, to that pub. But it was some moment where the group of us were fucking leaving. And I was like, hey, whatever the fuck. And she was distracted. So I literally went like this, poked her stomach, right? And she's like, I've been drinking with this fucking chick for like 3 hours now. She's in the horrors. And I poked the stomach, went, come on, yo, we're going. And she goes, I'm fucking pregnant.
What?
Yeah, I was there, like, fucking eating chicken tenders, like. Yeah, something doesn't add up, She's now getting in the horrors. But, like, you know, I don't know. Maybe, like, shots, I guess, are good for a fucking baby. But a poke in the belly will fucking end shit.
Honey Jameson, that's fine. That doesn't count.
It's fine.
Yeah, I never saw her again, thank fuck. Imagine, oh my god, I'm not going to ponder on that. One minute. Oh, yeah. No, I don't really have fuck all of this to say.
Jack Hourigan, everyone.
Woo!
Fucking hell, that last joke.
If I do comedy more times than I do cocaine, I look at that to be a bad year.
Fair. Well, I mean, this year...
Yeah, how the hell do you find coke in a level 5 lockdown? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jack just sitting there with a drone remote out the window.
Not gonna lie to you, you reminded me earlier, Alan, when you said you watched Lord of the Rings. During lockdown, got my hands on some psychedelics and binge watched them all, and it was a beautiful time.
What was it like?
Nice. Oh, it was fucking bananas. Do you know, like, when you're watching it, right? Fucking the fabric, like, so you know the guy that was like getting the life sucked out of him by that fucking black-haired weasel fuck. You know that guy, the king that was like, as soon as they got rid of the bad guy, the king just fucking Benjamin Buttoned back to health. Yeah. During that, all the fucking drapes in the background were like shit like that. There was too much fabric to watch it like off your head.
Guys, look at this. There's almost like selling going on in the comments. So
this is great.
Just links the link, guy. If you this is like affiliate marketing. If you want to check that out there to get some nice runners that light up and pulse with your music.
Don't forget,
Sarah's like,
thank
you. Dia's like, it's not that hard here in FL. But then we're not even locked down.
Do you think Dia has like? Do you think Dia sells? Sorry, Jack. Sorry. Do you think Dia sells like them electric light up shoes, and she's just been trawling from stand up online set to set up, trying to find the in to sell them? Like, you know, she's been searching for that affiliate.
Absolutely. She's like
dedication.
I've got a full garage here full of fucking light up shoes. I need to sell them quick.
Oh, it's a pyramid scheme.
It's a pyramid scheme. Right, I'm going to steal the audience for 2 seconds. Audience, thank you so much for watching the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did. I have changed my link to send me a coffee to keep the show going. So I'm sorry. I'll have it up next week. But thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the show. I had a ball. Hang on, Dia's back. Say no. I didn't even want to advertise them. Sarah asked. No, she did. Sarah did ask. Right, let's say goodbye to the comedians. Comedians, have you had fun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Goodbye from Tony.
Those horns.
Goodbye from Jack. Goodbye from Alan. Let's say goodbye to the audience. Bye, audience.
Bye, audience.
Bye, audience.
Bye.